Hey listeners, I just wanted to come in and give you guys a little podcast update before this episode starts. As you may know, we had to pre-record a bunch of episodes for a planned break that we had this year. However, due to some things out of our control, that break is taking a little longer than expected. And we don't have enough pre-recorded episodes to get us through to the end of that planned break. So what we've decided to do is just switch to an every other week release schedule for a little while, starting with our next episode. So episode 93 will be out in 2 weeks instead of next week. It's either this or we get Tim to come in and co-host with me for a few episodes, and I don't think we want the chaos that would bring, but we will be back to live episodes soon, and we cannot wait to catch you guys up on everything that we've been reading and doing in 2026. Enjoy this episode. Bye.
Welcome to Savor the Story podcast, where books and snacks are life. I'm Nicole. That's Vanessa.
Thank you. I thought you were gonna just pause until I finally was like, and I'm Vanessa.
I'm here too. Surprise!
Me, I'm here.
It's a solo episode.
That would be very difficult, just speaking into the void.
Yeah, that would go. Yeah, that would go some different directions that I don't think anybody wants.
No,
definitely nobody to tell me I can't wear my hair a certain way.
You're right, but that's all right. I'll be the bad guy.
Nobody understands my pain.
No, that's all right. Tim does.
All right. Fair enough.
Tim understands your pain.
Tim would probably like to be emo with me.
He probably would. He sometimes will pull his hair forward. He was like that when we were in high school. He had his hair forward and he was like flippities. I'm gonna start in a place that you were not prepared for.
I'm prepared for everything.
You're about to be prepared, okay?
Okay.
We have failed our listeners.
I was not prepared for that.
Because we have not yet talked about this fucking book yet.
I thought about that today.
You did?
Yes. And okay. I almost brought it up to you. And then I was like, bah.
No, I wrote it down because I was like, how many episodes, for everyone not watching the video, the Viking Captive book by Emma Merritt that we said we were going to read with Mr. Fabio on the cover. We said, I don't know how many episodes ago that we were doing a buddy read for it. And then we both literally read 2 chapters, which is 26 pages. And both of us said, never mind.
This is not the vibe that I wanted.
Not at all. So I know you weren't prepared for this, but I feel like it's an easy one to knock out real fast in that. What is the reason we decided to stop reading this book?
I think I took notes.
Oh, you did? Great. Because I didn't take any notes. All I know is as I was reading, I was like, is this as bad as I think it is? Yeah. And the answer is yes.
100%. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's one of those books where it did not age well.
Not at all.
Yeah.
I think that's the perfect way to say it. You're right.
Without getting, because like you said, we only read 2 chapters and
yes.
I could already tell within the first 5 pages.
Yep.
Maybe, I think it was 10. I think we were both because we were still both in our slumpy, and we were we have to read at least 10 pages a day.
Yes, you're right.
And yeah, and I think I read the first 10 pages and I was like, I don't think this is a book that I want to continue.
Yeah, are we actually going to do this?
And then we texted and we were like, is this something that we want to commit to? And then we were like, okay, 10 more pages. So we read 10 more pages and I think you were like, I'm just going to finish the chapter.
Yeah, exactly.
And yeah, it was
awful.
It was awful.
It in the first 2 chapters, it literally talks about rape like 6 times.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, like, or threatens it, or like, it's not. Yeah,
it was a lot. It was a lot of misogyny and like just all this. Plus, I'm pretty sure, like, how you watch, like, not to, you just watch old movies and like they say shit that you're like, wow, people talked like this.
Right.
Like,
this was acceptable.
I would never even think that it would be okay to say that in my own mind. Where, like,
exactly.
And yeah, that's kind of how I felt in some parts of this book. I was just like, man, this has the feeling that it could get a lot deeper, and I don't think I don't think that's where I want to go.
Nope, not at all.
So
yeah.
Yeah, so that book is actually in my bag of I'm gonna donate.
Okay.
But I'm actually thinking I might just tear the cover off, create a bookmark of Fabio out of it, of his chest.
Great choice. Yes, this.
And then throw away the rest of the book.
All right. That's actually a fair...
Or recycle it or whatever.
Yeah. That's a fair... You could use it as, like, kindling in a fire or something.
Yes.
I don't know. You could make a pretty book,
like a book
rose.
flower.
Yes, out of it.
Yeah, maybe. I think the only thing I'm going to do with it is keep Fabio's chest as a bookmark, and then the rest is going to go in the garbage can.
Yeah, I for sure am getting rid of it too. But it's been sitting here in my room for a long time, just sitting here waiting for us to talk about it. And I keep forgetting about it. And I figured today was a good day to do it.
Perfect day.
Let's get it out of there. And so none of our listeners have to keep thinking, when are they actually going to review that book?
Right. Yeah. I would say don't ever read that book.
Agreed.
It's not worth even reading as a joke.
Agreed.
And if you ever find a copy, you need to hide it somewhere where nobody can accidentally buy it, like a trash can.
Oh. Maybe don't do that if you don't own it, because we don't want you to get arrested or anything. But like,
yeah.
But I see where you're going with this.
Right. Have you ever seen, like, people go to, like, not grocery stores, but like Walmarts or whatever, or Targets, and people will lift the shelves and put things in the shelves so they can come back later and get them. That's what you should do with this book, so it's never found again.
All right. Someone in like 15 years cleaning out the shelves is like, oh shit, there's a book here.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Okay, well, that's my one of my book things today. Okay, I have another book thing for you. So I did some deep diving, not necessarily. I'm not going to call it a rabbit hole because we didn't end up in a weird place, but I did some deep diving because, I recently, I'm not going to talk about it today, but I'm struggling right now with whether or not I'm going to DNF an arc that I got. And so I was kind of going back and forth about it. This would be my second arc that I've considered DNFing. And so, like, I kind of have been doing some thinking about it. So I did some, like, Googling and searching and, like, figuring out of, like, information about arcs in general.
Okay.
That I would like to share with you today.
Okay.
Okay, great. So, first things first. Most ARC readers estimate that like 90 to 90% of a book is complete by the time you get it into it as an ARC.
Okay.
So, because that was one of the things that I was thinking about was like some of the stuff that I'm struggling with. Is it going to be fixed? Are these things that are fixable? So like if I gave this as a review, is that something that's ready to be fixed, or is it too late in the process? Like all that kind of stuff. So that's kind of where some of this came from. So
Here's some things that usually get fixed based on ARC reviews and feedback and stuff like that. So typos and grammar fixes. So a lot of that kind of stuff is still being worked out. Sentence paragraph polishing. So some of the sentences just might be kind of like clarified or polished up a little bit, like tightened, tighten it up. And then maybe some continuity fixes. Like those are big things that are like caught in ARC reads. So like if they have a certain color eye on page 12, you want to make sure they have the same color eye on page 100. So those are like the main things that are usually fixed and stuff between the ARC copy and the actual published copy. There also is like sometimes can be timeline adjustments based on cleaning up pacing issues and stuff like that, or reordering of small scenes. You could use it to clarify confusing plot points. So if there's a lot of ARC readers that are like, what happened in this scene, you might see that in the published version, that scene might be cleaned up, and then some like minor dialogue things. Right. So most of the time you're not going to get like altered endings. Like you're not going to have a different ending between the ARC review and the published copy. And you're also not going to have like added or removed scenes. You might have them move around a little bit or adjusted, but not added or removed. So that's like the main thing with ARCs. But there is a difference between traditionally published ARCs and indie published ARCs.
Oh, okay.
So traditional published ARCs, pretty much by the time that it gets to the ARC version, it's already been seen by like 500 people. So the changes between the traditionally published ARC and the published version are going to be much smaller than the indie version. So they've pretty much already gone through a lot of things. So really in the traditional publishing ARCs, you're really just going to get more like typos, minor clarity issues, like stuff like that.
Right.
Where in the indie world or the self-published world, they are sometimes will do beta readers after ARC readers. So I guess sometimes they'll get, and if you're an indie author and this is not correct, but this is what I found in the couple of places that I looked, was that sometimes that it could happen like that. So they'll have an ARC go out and then they'll have a beta readers, or they'll have like, there's like 3 separate times or whatever, but they'll send ARCs before final proofing too. So you're going to have a lot more mistakes in there. Also, because the indie authors don't have the same deadlines and like timelines and like all that kind of stuff, you also can find that they'll do a lot more editing after they get ARC reviews, like revising things based on those reviews. So that's kind of all the things that I found. What this led me to was a couple different places.
Okay.
One, I don't think I want to do ARC reviews anymore or ARC books anymore or maybe I will say if I'm going to do an ARC review, it's probably going to be with some of the bigger books or like the bigger names, the bigger publishing houses, like all that kind of stuff, because the ARCs that you're getting are like much more complete.
Right.
Because I don't know how I feel about the idea that like scenes can move and change between the ARC and the final version. So like 500 people read the ARC and then 10,000 people read the whatever, and I don't have the same view as those 10,000 people.
Yeah.
And so, or like the same I didn't have the same experience as they did because it got changed. And so I don't like that part of it. And then the second part that I kind of thought about this is that I don't know how much I want to trust ARC reviews anymore. Because if they are, especially if they're complaining about specific plot things or something like that, like obviously if they just didn't like the book, then I could be like, oh, okay, you didn't like the book. But if the things that they didn't like are plot problems or like specific problems that are potentially changed in the final version versus the arc version, it's hard for me to be like, oh yeah, I can trust that and agree and maybe use that as a reason why I won't read a book or will read a book. Like, I don't know. Okay. I don't know how I feel about it.
Yeah, you kind of went the opposite direction I thought you were gonna go. I was
really?
I was expecting you to be like, yeah, I'll do the indie ones because then I have like, you know, some of my thoughts could be incorporated in. So I'm actually surprised that you went the opposite way. You were like, yeah, I don't like this.
Yeah. I mean, that's true. I feel like that I kind of went back and forth on it, but then ultimately I realized that like so I don't know if I could be like an editor like that because I feel like if a book is so confusing and stuff, like it's really hard to actually like get through it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think also a certain percentage of completeness, right? Like if you're telling me that I'm not going to read your book and then give you 13 pages of like my thoughts, right?
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, if you're saying that the book is 70% and what I'm reading doesn't make sense, I know that pulls me out of the enjoyment of a book.
Yep.
So if you're talking from like an enjoyment perspective, totally on board with what you're saying because, you know, it feels more like a homework assignment than like...
Yes, exactly.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking because like, it would be really cool, like you're saying, it would be cool to go in and like help the story or like provide feedback that could ultimately make the story better. But I feel like most of the time what I want to do is enjoy the story. So it's really hard for me to go in and make it feel like homework.
Yeah.
It sucks because I really like the idea of arcs because it's like, ooh, that's cool. I get to be the first one and I get to read it before everybody else. But then at the same time, I'm like, but am I reading the same story as everybody else?
Maybe.
maybe not.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's been like a deep dive of mine for the last like couple weeks because I'm struggling with this one book that I'm reading right now. And
when you're already struggling to read books.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, when I'm already struggling overall and now I'm struggling with an arc. I did already go in and see at least 2 other arc readers have DNF'd it. So I was like, oh, I'm not alone.
Yeah, that's an interesting point in itself. Like, what if you put an arc out there that's just overwhelmingly DNF'd?
Right.
Does the book get published?
Right. Do you continue on? I don't know.
Or do you try to salvage, like, whatever you can, you know?
Do some sort of rewrite, maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's possible, especially if the people who give the DNF reviews tell you why.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I haven't officially DNF'd because I feel really bad about it being an arc, but I also haven't picked it up again. So I'm struggling.
Yeah.
I need it to be easier. Get me out of my slump, Nicole. I thought I was out and then I'm not.
I don't have a good way to do that.
I know.
Mine is rage read.
Yeah, right. Just rage read everything until you're fine. I've already found like 3 books that I was like, this is it. This is the one that's getting me out of it because the first chapter is great. And then I'm just like, Murr.
Yeah. Well, the problem is the books that are really good that have the potential, you have to follow that up with another good book, right?
I know.
Because my problem, and I'm assuming you have the same problem, maybe a lot of people do, is I'll find a book that I really like, and it takes me a day to finish it, or 2 days, and then I go into the next book, and it doesn't hit right, and it hasn't been enough time in between where, like, you know, I'm still slumpy.
Still slumpy. Damn it. I'm annoyed.
getting you a pin that says still slumpy. Or you could turn it around and be like, not slumpy or something.
Not slumpy, yes. Yeah, that's what I need, because it's been like 2 months now that I've been slumpy, and the only books I've finished in this last 2 months is like 5 Christmas books.
Those are so easy to read, though.
I know, it's just so easy. Like, you could tune out almost and just be like, oh yeah, that's fun, and then that's it. Like,
mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh my God.
I feel like you need to just get into the smut verse.
Honestly, I feel like that's where I have to. I need something that's easy. I don't have to think about anything. I don't have to whatever, because I think that's what's going to get me out of it.
Yeah.
It's got to.
Where you just read like 30 smut books and then...
Are you guys ready for the next 8 months of reviews?
Like, what'd you read this week? It's not a thriller.
Yeah, it's smut. Can you guess?
Yeah. I mean, I assume there will be a point where you get so tired of reading smut that you'll be like, I need something else. And you'll read like a fantasy book and you'll be like, oh, thank God. Like, he didn't rip his dick out 5 pages in.
Right. So. You're probably right. All right. I have to do something different, because I'm still hopeful for the book that I'm reading right now, that it like pulls me in. I think I'm like, I don't know where I'm at in it. 5 chapters, 6 chapters, something like that.
Okay.
I'm still hoping it's going to pull me in.
It will. Totally.
Okay, great. Thank you. Okay, tell me about your snack.
Oh, my snack, you say?
Yes.
Well, it's pizza. No. Still eating pizza.
Day 169.
Yeah. Like that SpongeBob thing where it's like,
yes,
2 years later.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So no, I know the seasons don't align, but I've drank a lot of peppermint mochas.
Okay.
A lot.
Homemade?
Yes, and
okay.
Store-bought.
Oh, all of it.
Yeah, all the peppermint mochas. I don't know what it is about peppermint mocha. Like, I know that's like not, some people are just not fans, but they have the Starbucks coffee creamer, and it's not Starbucks, but somebody makes peppermint mocha cold foam that you can like over the top. Oh, it's so good. Like, every morning I make
that does sound good.
A cup of cold brew and I fill it full of peppermint mocha everything. And it just... How much of the spritz on top is, like, how much of the cup is that? Like half the cup? I don't have to tell you.
You're right. That's way too personal a question.
Probably a significant amount. How about that?
Okay. All right. I'll accept.
All right.
Oh, that's awesome. Is Michael drinking your peppermint mochas?
I actually don't know.
Okay.
I don't think he's been drinking coffee in the morning. He started going to the gym in the morning. Because he took
trying to be better than all of us.
I know. So he took a new job, which requires him to go into the office every day.
Okay.
So he has to go to the gym either before or after work. So he's been choosing before. So
okay.
I don't even think he drinks coffee anymore. He just gets up, puts on gym clothes, and goes.
Oh, lucky him.
I know. So I know he's not drinking my cold brew, which is nice because I've been able to use my flavored coffee.
Oh, yes.
And he hasn't said anything.
Okay. So excellent.
It's been kind of a weird combo, though, because the coffee flavor that I have right now is horchata. So it's been a wild ride.
Yeah, that's not the mix that I would have chosen.
No, but it's the only thing I had.
Okay.
Besides cherry. That felt weirder.
It might be all right.
Like a chocolate cherry peppermint?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Try it.
All right.
I insist.
Okay, fine.
Okay, thank you.
More to come. To be continued.
Right. Great. I don't really have a snack this week, so I'm gonna go with Diet Coke.
Oh.
I had a random craving at work the other day where I was just like, you know what sounds great with lunch today? Diet Coke.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna use my random craving as my snack.
Yeah. I find it funny that people call those fridge cigs.
I just heard that like 2 weeks ago for the first time ever. That's so funny you bring that up. I had never heard that before, and I heard it was actually on the Morbid podcast.
Oh.
Yeah, one of the girls, Ash, she said that, and I was like, "What?
What the fuck is a fridge cig?
Yes."
Yeah.
Well, that's what mine is this week.
I
Thank
accept.
you. Thank you.
Well, shit. Do you want to hear about my books?
Yes, please tell me right now.
All right. Well, so I have 2 books this week, but the first one is a book, like it's a book. I promise.
Okay.
But it's a book 3. So
Okay.
I've reviewed book 1 and 2.
I see. Okay. I thought you
I
were
forgot.
saying that you didn't read the first 2.
Yeah. So
Okay.
I actually forgot to go in and write down what episodes I reviewed book 1 and 2 in. So
You know what? I can find it super fast.
okay. Well, while I'm talking about the book, you look. Okay. So this book is called Arrow of Fortune. It is by Jacquelyn Benson. It is the Arcana series. Wow. I had an issue. So book 1 is called Empire of Shadows, and book 2 is called Tomb of the Sun King. This is a historical romance. Paranormal is not the word that I want to use to describe this book. I think it's more of maybe supernatural themes
Okay.
instead of paranormal, and also historical romance. I'd say the spice level in this book, because their romances are pretty low though.
Okay.
So
Tomb of the Sun King is the first book?
that's the second.
Second book?
Yeah.
That was in episode 13.
Oh,
That was a
wow.
long time ago.
So book 1 I must have done before we even did the podcast.
Yeah, it didn't pop up in the spreadsheet. That doesn't necessarily mean that you didn't do it on the podcast, but I don't think you did, because if you did book 2 in episode 13.
Oh, wow.
Mm.
Okay, well, go to episode 13 for
Yes.
a probably fairly chaotic review of book 2.
Probably.
But just to keep it from being too spoilery, because I know we've talked about this before, you get into the multiples of books, and it's
Yep.
how do I talk about this without giving away the first however many books?
Yeah.
So it's kind of where I was in my headspace was with this too, is
Okay.
but so in this book, Ellie and Adam from book 1 and 2 have been recruited to help find another priceless artifact that may have supernatural powers.
Oh, I remember it. Okay,
Yeah.
I think I'm remembering where you're at. Okay.
Yeah. So they have some help. This time some friends are along for the ride. This is Constance, who is Ellie's BFF.
Okay.
And then Neil, who is Ellie's brother. And it is a race against time through India, and they still have to contend with their old nemesis from books 1 and 2.
Nemesis.
Nemesis.
Okay.
So, I guess just if you're interested in reading book 1 or book 2, I suggest it. I liked book 1. Book 2 was good. Book 1 is in South America. Book 2 is in Egypt. I wouldn't say it's a situation where book 2 is better than book 1, like we talked about last week, but yeah, they were still good.
Okay.
I feel fairly certain that I reviewed book 1 now that I'm really thinking about it, because I feel like in the pod, one of the episodes, because I vaguely remember really liking Constance's character in book one and wishing that she had more of a presence in it. And then she had a little bit more presence in book two. This one, because Constance is half Indian, so like they go to like basically where her family is from. So she has a pretty big role in this book, right? Which is great because I really enjoyed Constance and Neil's part in this book. They end up becoming a couple and like they're adorable together.
That's cute.
And I feel like in this book they really outshone Ellie and Adam.
Oh, really?
Which is weird because Ellie and Adam are like the main characters of the series, right?
Yeah.
Whereas like Constance and Neil have like a relationship where they're friends, and then like they become more than friends and they develop feelings for each other. It felt like Ellie and Adam were just in the same place the whole book.
Oh, I see.
There was no growth. It felt like everything, like if we were going to spend time improving a couple, all of that time was used on Constance and Neil instead of Ellie and Adam, right?
Oh, all right.
So, yeah, it almost felt like Jacquelyn Benson didn't want to advance their relationship very fast. So there was all that. And then on top of that, at the end of the book, there was also a part where they were talking about what, like, because there's going to be a book 4, right? The next adventure. And from the way that read, I didn't get the feeling that Constance and Neil would be in that book.
Really?
Yeah, like
after all the time being spent building them up here?
Right, yeah. So they show up, they go on this adventure with them, and then at the end they're like, now we have Ellie and Adam are like, now we have to go to this other place and do this other thing and find this other thing.
Are you gonna get a spin-off of them?
I don't know, because like they kind of gave like a, like Neil makes a comment about wanting to go back to Egypt to continue what he was doing before this book.
Okay.
And like taking Constance with him. And that was kind of it.
Okay.
So it was like, so I know we've said this about other books, like what was the point of introducing them and giving me all of that investment only for you to then say, I can't have them in the next book.
Bye. Yeah, exactly.
So
don't make me fall in love with these characters if you're just gonna take them away from me.
Right, exactly. So yeah, so that kind of makes me unsure about continuing into book 4. I didn't really, the little bit that they gave me about like what book 4 was about, like nothing jumped out at me and was like, oh, that sounds like, it sounds like it's gonna be more stuff that I don't really care about.
Oh no.
Without getting into what that is.
Okay. Do you already have a description of it and stuff? Like you
I haven't seen any of this.
Okay.
This is all from the book itself.
Oh, okay.
Like the little pieces I've got.
Okay, fair.
So that's like all the romance and, like love stuff and, advancing of relationships, which is an important part, but like the storyline was just okay.
Oh no.
Like, there was some good side characters that I really enjoyed, but, like, the plot was not really... I mean, as the plot was going along, I was like, oh, okay, cool. But then, like, the conclusion was just, that was anticlimactic. And...
oh, no.
The villain that they've worried about for the next... like, I don't want to call him, like, the true villain, but, like, the guy who, like, has been the antagonist for, like, the last 3 books. Like, they just let him, like, walk away.
Oh.
So it's like, okay, well, I know he'll be in the 4th book.
Great. Yeah.
But, yeah, I just...
okay.
So, yeah, I don't want to say... like it felt like a different book or a different author, it wasn't, I didn't think somebody was, it just felt like maybe the pressure to produce another book was more than the pressure for her to write a book longer, right?
Okay.
That maybe people wouldn't like. Maybe I would enjoy more.
Okay.
So, I rated this book. What did I rate this book? 3. I rated this book 3 peppermint mochas. My sister also read this book pretty recently, and she had basically the same comments when we talked about it. It was more of like, she was just like, yeah, it just felt like the same book as book 2, with just in a different place.
Oh. Well, that's unfortunate. Do you remember what you rated the first 2?
I think 4.
Okay. All right, so this is a step down for sure.
Yeah.
In enjoyment. All right.
Yeah. This is I would say that if this book would have just been a Constance and Neil book, I probably would have enjoyed it more.
That's so weird, and then just to turn around and be like, nope, I'm not gonna keep them in the next one.
Yeah, it was just one of those weird things where I couldn't figure out what was going on in the book, because while I was really enjoying Constance and Neil and what they're doing, Adam and Ellie felt like background characters, so it was just super confusing about what was going on. Like, they were there in the story, and for some points they were by themselves, like, but it just... The same problems that they've been having since book 1, they're still having. They haven't really done anything with them, right?
Is a YA book?
I don't think so.
Okay, it's more adult.
Yeah, but there's not a lot of adult themes. Cause I should say it's closed door. Okay. Or you can. That's right. I forgot about this. I think you can join the Patreon and get the open door scenes.
Interesting.
I think.
So she writes them as like chapters, or what? Like you can get the explicit scenes.
Maybe, yeah. So I didn't really deep dive into that because I guess
you're not paying for the Patreon.
I'm not paying for the Patreon, and I don't know how much it is, but I won't even buy a book, a full size book. Like, I'm not gonna pay to get like some sex scenes.
A chapter, yeah.
I'll just read a smut book.
That's right. Okay.
So yeah. So yeah, 3 peppermint mochas. Read the first 2. You could read this one if you want to know what happens with Connie and Neil. Okay. Which I'd say if you could get it for free, it's definitely worth it.
Okay, great.
I'm just not sure about the whole paying thing.
Don't pay for your ebook. Nicole disapproves.
Don't pay for your ebooks.
Yes. Okay,
my next book. Because that one was really quick. So this book is called The Accidental Text. It is by Becky Monson, and I think it was a Kindle Unlimited. Okay. So it's an ebook because, like I said, don't pay for books. Unless you're supporting the author, then pay for books.
Okay, fine. To be fair, Kindle Unlimited does support them.
Yeah. I always feel bad saying don't pay for books because I recognize that people need to make money when they sell books. I wrote this down as what I considered it to be. I considered it to be a contemporary romance. Okay. I feel like the description led me to believe that it was a rom-com, though.
Oh, all right.
But I did not get those vibes.
Okay.
Spoiler.
Okay.
So, yes. All right, so the description. So Maggie has been having a difficult time since her mother's death. And one day, and like, you know, she's just like thinking about her mom, and like she's really like struggling, and she decides she's gonna start texting her mother's phone number. That's been like disconnected, and just basically tell her mother through text everything that's been bothering her. So it turns almost into like a diary. Okay. Of like how she's feeling, what's going on, you know, if you want to call it gossip, You know, so talking through text like she would have talked to her mother if her mother was still alive, right?
Okay. That's cute.
Yeah. Except one day somebody texts back.
Somebody replies.
Right. So what was an extremely embarrassing event for Maggie actually seems to have been luck in disguise, maybe, because she realizes that Chase, the gentleman who is answering her texts, might be the best person to understand what she's going through.
He also has a loss?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. So, this book is ridiculously slow burn.
Oh no, it's one of those.
Yeah, like they kissed at the very end.
Okay.
And I'm not saying that I need smut in every single book, right?
Right, yeah.
I would be happy with a closed door scene or even an open door scene. I'm not saying that the whole book has to be just that. But give me something, right?
Yeah. It sounds like you might be like close to my same page of like, I don't want the super, super slow burns.
Right. So honestly, I don't care, I guess, which it is, because sometimes I am not in the mood and sometimes that's what I want, kind of like, you know, like a lot of things, but I wish it was something that could be identified before I even start, right? Like, tell me it's a closed door romance, or tell me it's like, now that I see like the word clean in romances, I'm like, thank you, I appreciate that, right? But this book is so slow burn, it almost felt more like just a book about them becoming friends.
Oh, okay.
With, like, you know, obviously they're interested in each other.
Sure.
Or she's interested in him. And then at the end there's like a kiss, and then like epilogue, they're getting married. And I was just like, okay. Okay,
but even if the story is them just becoming friends, if you know that going in, that's a different feeling than going in thinking you're getting something different, right? Like,
right. Yeah. So, like, I know we've, you know, hammered and hawed over this a lot of times, but it's just like, sometimes I want to know up front, right?
Yeah.
But I also don't want to have to read a whole bunch of reviews to get that.
Exactly, yeah.
Because I don't want to accidentally spoil anything for myself, right?
Right.
So, but yeah, this book is one of those that, like, there's no surprises in this one. It just ended up turning into like a clean, cozy romance, if you want to call it that. You know, just some thoughts about Maggie herself. She acts younger than like she is like in the book, I guess, like in regards to her love life. I can't remember how old she is in the book, but it was just like she seemed really like this is her first boyfriend or something, right? Yeah, and also I'm not 100% because I question her maturity. I don't think it wasn't just Maggie. It was like her entire family. That
are like this immature.
Yeah, so I'm not 100% sure how I felt about that whole family, because just everybody in Maggie's life was just really immature. It just, you know how in books, like, if the main characters have like siblings or friends, and you know that there's going to be future books about them. So they're purposely painted as being like immature or assholes or like something like that, because in those future books they have to have redemption arcs.
Like a redemption. Yep.
That's how these people felt being like as they were being written.
Okay.
Like, as I'm reading this, I kept looking. Do you have a future book?
Is there a book for every single one of these people?
Right, because there's no reason for you to act like this.
Okay.
So,
all right.
Yeah. So Also, I think one of the reasons that I struggled with this book is I put too much of my hopes into this book because of the trope that it was. The texting and like, you know, the letter writing, you know, I'm using air quotes, the letter writing trope. And so I felt really let down that,
Okay.
you know, I enjoyed the part, I guess, a little bit where they were texting, but it didn't hit in my heart.
Dang it.
Yeah, this book, kind of like we were saying, if the book description was more upfront and clear with me, I probably would have enjoyed it more, because this, like I said earlier, another thing about this book is it didn't feel like a rom-com or a contemporary romance so much as it felt like a book about Maggie and in some, like a little bit Chase, dealing with grief.
Okay.
So it wasn't what I was expecting on top of that, right?
Right. If you set expectations, then I can have more enjoyment.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So all
Fair.
of that, and, you know, I guess just like my last thought, I know I talked a little bit about Maggie and her side. Chase, I felt like he played a really minor role for being...
Really?
Yeah, I mean, he was there, don't get me wrong.
Sure.
He existed, but he just didn't feel like a main character until like almost the end.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
That's crazy for him to be the love interest.
Right. Like, he existed and he was there and he was like, I don't want to, like, you know, he's like, oh, supportive, if you want to call it, but it was almost like the last 30% of the book, you're like, oh, you have like, you want to deal with your problems too? Oh, okay, let's do that, right? So it was weird.
All right, great.
Yeah, I gave this book a 3 peppermint mochas also.
For some reason, that feels higher than I thought you were going to go.
That's a very nice rounding up. I'm trying to think of the word that I was trying to use, but I felt like I had to give it I wasn't ready to give it a 2.
Okay.
So I'm being nice by giving it a 3.
Okay.
But the more I talk about it, the less peppermint mochas I want to give it.
Yep.
So let's stop talking about it.
Okay, great. It's at 3 until you keep talking. All right. Before I give my book today, I want to tell you, if you're watching the video and you see that I yawned a lot,
it's because I'm so boring.
No, I'm
my
actually
books are boring.
No, I'm actually very interested in them, but I think this is what happens. I think when you are giving your reviews, I don't want to just like sit here and breathe into the mic, so I like shorten my breaths and then I run out of oxygen and then I have to yawn.
Your body's like, wake up, Vanessa.
Yes, what are you doing with your body? And so I yawn. But if you are watching the videos and you notice for that last like however many minutes of it, I didn't yawn one time, and it's because I changed my breathing. So I'm pretty sure that's what's going on.
Interesting, yeah.
Yeah, I like actually took some deep breaths in instead of me just sitting here going and then I start yawning. So if you see
I'm gonna try that.
Okay, you should, because I actually was really interested in what you were saying, but my breathing was off. Okay, I love you. I'm sorry.
No, I'm gonna yawn all through yours.
Do it. It's fine. It's because I just get so like weird, like self-conscious about breathing into the mic. So I either need to like get farther away and not worry about it, or I don't know. Either way, whatever. If you're, thank you.
Sorry.
If you're not watching, then forget all of that and let's move on. Okay. So, I have been putting this one off for a long time. I read this in September.
Okay.
It's called The Language of Dragons by S.F. Williamson. I got this as a Fairy Loot book. It's YA, dark academia. It says dark fantasy too, but it's like kind of all in that realm. So I read it in both physical form and Kindle form, actually, because it just got to a point to where like I couldn't sit there with that big ass book anymore, and I was like, I need my Kindle. So I give myself 50% credit for being a physical book.
Okay.
Read. Okay, so 1923, London. That's where we are. There are daily protests in the streets due to the unrest in the classes, and then there are also dragons flying overhead because of the peace agreement that was done between the dragons and the humans. But then we have Vivian Featherswallow. That is her name.
Oh, good.
Yes.
I wouldn't want a weird fucking name.
No. How
that I have to read like 50 times.
Right. Featherswallow. Okay. So she is the perfect daughter, perfect student, perfect citizen. She follows all of the rules, all of the laws, all of the things of her class, and she's preparing right now to get an internship to study dragon languages. However, after a meeting with a high-ranking official goes terribly wrong, her parents are arrested. And after Vivian makes a decision to help them, her sister has gone missing, and Viv has basically started a civil war because of this decision that she's made.
Okay.
So the government has now offered her a way to get out of this mess that she caused, and a way to like save her family by offering her this mysterious job, quote unquote, for them.
Okay.
She accepts this job and is whisked away to this place called Bletchley Park.
All right.
I think I'm saying that right. Bletchley.
Okay.
Who knows? I'm pretty sure that all of the words in London, like in England and stuff, are not how they're spelled, but that's how it's spelled. Okay?
I think Bletchley Park is a real place, though.
I think it might be.
it is.
Okay.
I was gonna say it was. I think it was a pretty significant place in World War II.
Okay, yes, I was gonna say I think it's I thought it was a real place, but I couldn't remember like how to say it.
Well, nobody knows how to say it.
Great. Okay, so she is whisked away to Bletchley Park, and she learns that she's been recruited to be a code breaker for recordings of dragon conversation. They want to break the code of the dragons and learn this new, or figure out this new language of dragons that they've not heard before. She finds herself in competition with others, though, who are also trying to get themselves out of hard situations, like hard trouble, like kind of like she is. None of the rest of them started civil wars, but like, you know, problems within their own class and stuff like that. So they're all trying to figure the code out first. They're all trying to kind of like beat each other at that.
Okay.
The more she learns from the code and the other students there, though, the more she realizes that there's a lot more that she doesn't know about the world around her. Basically kind of has to decide which side she wants to be on, who is actually the villain, and like all that. So there's a lot of like political unrest. There's a lot of like,
it's her. She's the villain.
She is the villain. Okay, so that's the idea of the book. I'm going to start off and tell you that I almost DNF'd this book at least 4 times.
Oh, no.
But every time I got close to, like, actually deciding, like, okay, I'm going to close this book. I can't do this anymore. Something would happen that made me feel intrigued and be like, okay, well, I need to know what happens with that.
That's how you get Vanessa, guys. You just keep sprinkling in, like...
Right, just throw one thing at me that's like, ooh, that sounds fun. Mm-hmm. So I do feel like it kind of started a little strong, right? Like you're kind of dropped right into the world, and immediately there's the stuff with her parents being arrested, and there's the stuff with her making the decision that she makes to start the civil war. Like immediately it's strong, but then right after that, it drags. Like with her getting the offer of going to this place and like meeting all the other people that are there and stuff, it just kind of was like, okay. That's, yeah. So it drags a little bit. A couple of things that I don't like. I don't think that I love the writing style of this. And I know that's difficult to say. Like, I feel like that's a hard thing to say and just be like, yeah, believe me, I don't like the writing style. Mm-hmm. But there's a couple of things. So one of them is like, there's a lot of repeating. So like something will be said to her as a quote, and then Vivian will then say it again to herself. And so like it was done enough to where I noticed it, and I was like, that's really annoying. Like, she doesn't have to repeat everything that she hears
Right,
like,
yeah.
to herself. Like, when the person says it, she could just comment about it in her mind. Like, she doesn't have to repeat it, so that we already know what she's talking about, right? So that happened quite a few times. Another thing. She is wildly, frustratingly naive. So going into it knowing that it's YA, obviously I kind of understand that. She's like a teen girl. Like, I know what I'm getting in a YA. But like, I get also that she's sheltered, like all that kind of stuff. But at some point, I feel like she has to realize the things that she grew up knowing is not like the end, right? It's not the end all be all of information. I don't know. I just feel like I understand that she was, all of the information about the world and the politics and like all that kind of stuff was literally ingrained into her from birth, right? The class system, the like the way the dragons interact with the humans, like all of that kind of stuff. And I understand that it's hard to change from that, to waver from that when it's something that's been so ingrained in it. But I think what my issue is less that she's like super naive about it, and more that I didn't feel like I got a lot of growth from her. I feel like I didn't even see growth from her until like 90% into the book.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And by that point, like she's already learned so much, and it takes you then, and even at the end of the book, she's still it's very unwavering in her, like she changes a little bit and grows a little bit, but I don't know. I feel like that's where my struggle is with Vivian for specifically.
Yeah, and that's a good point, and because like if your character is like the same exact from the start of the book to the end of the book, but they've gone through all of this stuff and they're the same person, that just feels really, dragons flying around, but it feels unrealistic, right?
Yes, exactly. Well, I feel like that's kind of what I actually wrote this down. I said, maybe what I'm learning is that I like things to be less real life adjacent and more book, right? So I don't want it to be, because I do think it's harder to change in real life than it is to change in a book, right? But when I'm reading a book, especially when I'm reading a book about this person who now knows that dragons and like learning more about dragons and learning more about all these things that are happening around you, and how there's pros and cons to the thing that you thought was perfect and like all that kind of stuff, I feel like you should just have some more growth.
Right.
Yeah. I need that.
I can 100% say for sure that if I met a dragon today and we became friends, I would be 1,000, but I would definitely be a different person.
Right.
In a year, right?
Yeah, exactly. I would be making different decisions. I would probably have a different outlook on life. I would there's different things that would happen because you are now changed in your thoughts, right? Like in the way that you see the world.
Yeah.
So there's that. The next thing that I did not care for is that there is or was a falling out between her and her best friend prior to the start of the book. So when you come into the book, the fallout has already happened and you just get references to it. Okay. And then when the friend actually shows up in the story, you never get explained. They're just like mad at each other, or the friend is mad at her, or whatever, or whatever.
Not a fan.
No, you don't find out until like 70% like into the book is when you finally find out what happened. And I was like, every time it was referenced of them like, oh, remember that time when we had this falling out or whatever, like this is the reason we're not friends anymore. I was like, fucking tell us. Stop doing that. It's one thing if you tell me in the beginning that they had a falling out and then you never bring it up again until you finally tell me. But to bring it up over and over and over, and you're just like, oh, I wish she would be my friend again. I wish she would like me. I wish she would blah, 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 blah. No, please fuck off.
It feels like, and I mean, I didn't read the book at all. So, like, you know how if you're writing something and you just want to put a placeholder in there. So,
yes.
like, maybe she didn't know exactly when she started the book what they were fighting over, and she's like, oh, maybe it'll come to me while I'm writing the book. So she just put in there, I wish my friend would love me, or I wish we could be BFFs again, and then I'll come back and fix that. And then at the end she either forgot or she was like, oh, that seems like too much work, I brought it up great. Too many times.
Yes, right.
So she just left it.
Oh, that's probably, I mean, I feel like I accept this answer.
I was going to say, that's the vibe that I was getting while you were telling me about it. I was like,
I accept this answer. Yeah, it frustrates me so much when that happens in stories where something just is continuously brought up without being told.
Oh, yeah, I know. I've said that about other things.
Yeah, right? Okay, so then the next thing that I don't like is I think we're missing a lot of information about the class system.
Okay.
So there's a lot of talk about...
Just trust me, it's bad.
Yeah, exactly. That's kind of what it is. Like, there's a lot of talk about how the third class lives and, like, what their life is like in the third class area or whatever of this world. And there's also some talk about how you can be demoted in class by certain actions.
Okay.
But we get very minimal information about the class system. It's almost like if you get in trouble legally, you could get demoted, or if you fail a class or something, like, you could get demoted, but it doesn't, like, there's very little information about it, and I think we need more explanation, especially with how much the class system is brought up.
Yeah.
Okay, so those are kind of all like my bad things. Obviously, there's a couple of good things because I ended up finishing it. There are a couple of things that kept me in. So, I think the idea of the relationship with the dragons was intriguing to me. So, just like the more we got about the dragons and what ultimately led to the peace agreement, I think was really interesting. I really enjoyed that part of it. There's some political stuff there too, that caused the peace agreement to come about. But I think that part of it specifically was really good. I liked that. I also really loved the love interest. He was adorable. He is a priest in training, which puts a little bit of a like block between them, but he's really cute and I liked him. Okay. So that was a positive. Those are the two positives that I'm going to give you right now. And that's it. So it does end on a cliffhanger. Just so everyone knows that going in. The second book is already out. It's called A War of Wyverns. And it came out in January. I think I'm going to read it, but I'm not like in a rush.
Okay.
Like,
so when your slump is over.
I was just gonna say, I think maybe it's one that I can't read while I'm slumping for sure.
Right.
It's not possible. But hopefully soon I can read it. But it is out, so if anybody's interested, you can go read it. And then I just have two small baby things.
Okay.
Okay, one, I highlighted this sentence in the Kindle book, and I said, huh?
Huh?
It says, I stare at Sophie and her bottom lip curls.
Huh?
What does it mean when your bottom lip curls? That's kind of what I was thinking.
Yeah. One of my favorite, I think I've sent you this video before. There's a girl who did with her dog. She like reads highly used fantasy or romance thing, like his lip curled, and so it's like a video of like a clip of her dog like curling his lip or like showing, or like yes, there is a girl that I watch on probably Instagram. She's probably on TikTok too, but I watch her and she tries to do all of the things that she reads like with her face, and I'm just like, yes, it's exactly like, what are you doing? Yeah. Yep. Yeah, those are my favorite because it's always like, you know, she showed her bottom teeth while smiling.
Oh my god, yes. Okay, so bottom lip curl, I was like, I don't know what that means. And then the second thing that I highlighted was that there is a department for the defense of dragons, and it immediately made me think of Harry Potter.
Of the Muggles.
Yeah. Like, that sounds like something that would be in Harry Potter, is the Department for the Defense of Dragons. Mm-hmm. Okay, that's all. The end. Oh, I didn't tell you my rating. I lied to you. I went with 3.
Soft 3.
Soft 3. Because I didn't hate it. I ended up enjoying it enough to where, like, I want to read the next book. Like, I want to know what happens. And I'm more because of the dragons. I just want to know what happens with them. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to go with 3. But it's, like, not bad, you know?
All right.
Okay, great. Are you ready for our question?
Maybe. Depends on what you pull out of there.
Yeah, let's see.
Let's see some crazy ones lately.
All right. The MC of your book today goes on a dating app. What is their biggest red flag?
Which book?
Okay. Literally, Vivian doesn't know anything. Her red flag is that she's so naive that she believes everything. Is that a red flag? That she believes everything she's told if it's by an authority figure?
Maybe.
Okay.
I mean, for her, it's a red flag.
Yes. But is that, like, could that be a red flag on there? She's like, I trust my government 100%.
Oh, yes. That's a red flag.
Okay, that is her red flag on the dating app.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to think of, I guess, fucking Maggie. I'm just trying to think of, I know I talked in, like, my review about how, like, youthful she acted. I would say that's probably my red flag. It's, if you want to call it a red flag, I definitely just like a, man, I don't know. Like, I don't know if I want to deal with this youth.
Right. She, like, what would she put on her dating thing profile to make her seem young? Like, she's like, I like bubblegum. I don't know.
I like bubblegum.
I like bubblegum. That makes her very youthful.
Yes, everybody. I'm trying to think of something that she did in the book that I would consider. I don't even think I would really consider anything she did to be like a red flag, even like the youthfulness, right? Because, but it was just, she just didn't really seem to be, like she didn't really know what she wanted, right?
I think I know what her red flag could be. That her entire family is immature.
Oh, yes.
So,
there
like,
we go.
the red flag is that clearly she's never going to grow up because her entire family is still acting this way.
Yeah. Yeah. And the other red flag is you're going to have to deal with the family.
That's
too.
right. Exactly. Oh, it's a lot. She's not gonna, well, she already got married. Well, on this dating app we just created, she's not getting any dates. Okay. Well, let us know in the comments or on social media or wherever, Savor the Story Pod, what your current read red flag is. Your current read main character red flag. Tell us. Let us know. And then we'll decide if we want to read the book that you're reading.
Oh, yes.
Based on your red flag. Let us know. Savor the Story Pod everywhere. Go like and subscribe and comment and share and tell all your friends and come be our friend.
Do
Yay.
it. Do it. Do it.
Okay, thanks. Bye.
Bye. Get out of here.